Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday, February 3rd, episode number 77, and welcome to Frameloss, a show where we cherry pick the news that we care about and we think you might care about as well, and then we discuss it a little bit. It's kind of what we do here. I'm your host, 2 Inches, and with me on the left is the always present From CJ. Say hello.
What is up, guys? My name is From CJ, and just like Batman Arkham Knight, Frameloss is no longer planning on being available on Mac or Linux.
Ooh.
That's good.
And on the far right, someone who's a kitty cat this episode, because their camera is not working for some reason.
Not the camera, the internet.
Yeah, I mean, internet camera.
I mean, you're talking to us over the internet. The internet works.
Yeah, the internet sounds like it's working.
Oh.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop.
So he's going to be a cat the whole episode. Dr. Monkey, say hello.
Hello, everyone. I'm a cat.
The fact that you don't have the cat, like, moving its mouth is very upsetting.
I wish I could.
Yeah. Cat
yeah, so tonight we're going to discuss some more E3 rumblings that have been going on. I know it's still February 3rd, but E3 is being talked about
just
already.
like it was earlier today.
Yep, just like it was a couple hours ago. We're going to talk about my thoughts on the Division beta, and some anti-hacking things have been going on, so we're going to discuss that as well. But the big question that everyone cares about is, what have you been playing? Let's go with From CJ.
So not too much. Now that we're back on a normal weekly schedule, I don't have like 90 games to regale everyone with. I played The Witness. I beat that on easy mode once, which is just like getting the minimum amount you need to beat the game. Finishing it up on like a full playthrough now. American Truck Simulator. I played that last night. You may have watched my stream, which was mostly like a slideshow of like still frames.
Yeah, it was kind of rough.
Yep. Hopefully I have that fixed, but unfortunately the only way that I could tell if it's fixed is to just stream and hope for the best. Basically, I just go until I get kicked off, and it's successful if I don't get kicked off by the end of the stream.
Yeah,
so,
that's really weird.
Yeah, it's really annoying. But it's a thing, so whatever. Hopefully I'll get it figured out. I think my network adapter is the problem, but we'll see. Also played some Assassin's Creed 3. I played Lego Marvel's Avengers. I'll have a review. 2 Inches and I will both actually. We'll have like a joint review for that one, because neither of us can bear to review the whole thing by ourselves.
Some spoilers right there.
Hey, I didn't say why. All right. And I thought... Oh, and I'm still playing Kingdom Hearts. I'm almost done with it. I'm at the last boss, and I'm not good enough, so I have to go cheat and get like some OP weapons or something.
Did you do all of the arena?
Nope.
That'll help. Also, be just as frustrating.
People keep saying that'll help, as if like beating the arena is just like beep boop, arena done, and beating the arena isn't.
That's why I added the whole just as frustrating part.
Yeah, I don't wanna.
Well, the arena's pretty easy until you get to Sephiroth.
Yeah, but you have to beat it. Like you have to beat the whole thing.
Yeah. Like
the whole game was pretty easy until I got to this boss.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that. I got Final Fantasy Explorers. I've been playing that a little bit.
Oh, nice.
It's okay. It's Monster Hunter. It is literally Monster Hunter. So if you like Monster Hunter games, you will like this one. And I think
I need to play mine.
I think that is it. What have you been playing, Donnie? Yeah, Donnie, you're next.
Yeah, that is my name.
I've been just playing with Yarn and Strip.
Yarn and Catnip. Milk.
Yarnip. Okay, I played a little bit of Pokemon Omega Ruby over the weekend. Not much, but I'm getting back into it. I want to actually beat this generation. It's the only Pokemon gen I've never beaten. So working on that. I've also played more of my One Piece Treasure Cruise mobile game that I really love. A lot of cool new events. They just upgraded the version 4, added a bunch of new stuff to it. That's fun. What else did I play? I thought I played more. I haven't been able to play it yet, and I'm probably playing some of it on Friday, but I did also get Final Fantasy Explorers. So I'll also play that and give my opinion as someone who's never played a Monster Hunter. So I'll see how I feel with it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I always confuse Monster Hunter and Monster Rancher just because of the
I
names.
used to too.
Also,
Yeah.
My only concern is my 3DS's right bumper button doesn't work, and it hasn't for a long time. And I know that is very integral for games like Monster Hunter.
That is a complete deal breaker for this game. Right bumper targets the bad guys.
Well,
You picked literally the worst button.
I didn't choose.
Oh, you chose.
This is why I've been wanting to get a new 3DS with the whole backing up games and stuff.
Well, you're in
good
luck.
thing it's refund season.
Yeah, you're in luck because
It
a
is.
new Fire
Oh, yeah,
Emblem 3DS is coming out in just a couple weeks.
Fire Emblem, Frameloss' favorite game that we've never played.
Hey, I played some of it.
Hey, I watched someone play it once.
I don't think I played anything else this weekend. I was kind of away from games.
It's good to
so
take
what
a
if-
break every once in a while.
What have you been playing, 2 Inches?
I also played Lego Star Wars. Not Lego Star Wars. That's a good game. I played Lego. I played Lego Marvel Avengers, which will.
I believe you mean Lego Marvel's Avengers.
Oh yeah, you're right. There is an S there.
Yeah, it's.
I played that. I played it on the Xbox One.
I played it on the PS4.
Yeah.
So I get free DLC that is definitely gonna get played and not gonna get ignored.
Yeah. I didn't buy it.
Yep.
I also played more the Street Fighter beta. This was the last weekend for the Street Fighter beta, so I played a bunch of that. This was also the week of the Division beta, which we'll get into very soon. And then I also got Nitro Plus Blasters with a Z, Heroine's Infinite Duel, which is a anime fighter. I didn't know that it's all characters from like different games or visual novels or like manga series.
Interesting.
So that's kind of cool.
What game is this? Can you say the full name again, please?
Nitro Plus Blasters Heroine's Infinite Duel. As a fighting game, it's actually really good. Like, the mechanics are really solid. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I don't like how... So this falls under the same category that every fighting game falls for, where if you play the story mode, it's bone-crushingly easy until you get to the very last boss, and then it's just batshit crazy, like, cheating hard.
So, Mortal Kombat 9?
Way worse than that. I thought the Mortal Kombat series is actually one of the few that the end boss isn't actually like the most broken thing on the planet.
Yes, 9 was ridiculous. 9 was the one where after that, when they went to Injustice, when they went to Mortal Kombat X and everything, they toned it down a bit and gave a steeper curve with the damage. 9, because I went through, it was exactly like you said, I was going through. It's like most of it was easy near the end. It's like, oh, things are getting hard, and the final boss was like, you have no chance.
Yeah, you don't even have to learn the game. Like, you can just bullshit your way through the entire story mode, and then the last fight is like, no, you're never going to beat this. Hope you like throwing your controller.
I do.
So that's pretty much all I played. I am allowed to say that I am playing Firewatch.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I checked.
I feel like that was a bold move.
Yeah, I'm allowed to say I'm playing it. I can't talk about it, but I can say I am playing it. And I am allowed to say that we will be playing it this weekend on stream, giving a first look before the game comes out.
I'm going to go so ham on that game.
Yeah, this weekend we're going to have a first look of Firewatch live on stream, and then
hopefully my stream is working, because since T.I.'s already playing it.
Yeah, and then we'll have a review for it come Monday, I believe. So that'll be good, because I'm really excited for that game.
I am so hype. I've been hyped.
It's a chore right now to do this show because I just want to keep playing that game.
Oh my god! I've been like, I don't know if anyone remembers, us talking about it initially, but like all I can talk about with these guys is like how much I love weird games, and it's a game where you play as a fire ranger in Wyoming, like super weird. I'm so hyped on this game.
I want to say so many. We have to move on because I just want to talk about it.
This is from the guy who spent all of last night playing American Truck Simulator.
Yeah, I watched him.
And that's not an insult.
Yeah, no,
that's a testament that you love weird games.
I was like pissed that I could only do it for an hour. I was like, this blows. I had so many more things to deliver.
Biohazard, I don't like your sass right now.
Oh, okay. I thought he was dissing on me.
Oh no, I knew who he was shooting at.
Well, you deserve it.
Yeah, I guess I do.
Yeah,
I
you
make
did
a
do
lot of
that,
promises. Let's move on though to releases of the week, because if we start talking about Firewatch, I'm gonna say things I'm not allowed to.
Well, I will stream Firewatch this weekend, or try to.
Yep. Take us into releases. We'll get through that quick, and then we'll talk about the Division, because I have a lot to say about the Division.
So this game definitely already came out. First up, allegedly, is Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 for the PS4 and the Xbox One. But that game is definitely already out.
No, Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 came out.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I know that came out. That one's old, though. This one's definitely out.
This one's definitely on the list of games coming out next week.
I have gone by it in Steam multiple times.
Maybe it's up for preload.
Maybe. Yeah, okay. It looks like that's what it is.
Okay.
Man, I just bought 3, I think. And by just bought 3, I mean bought 3 in the winter sale and have not played it at all. Don't know why I bought it.
I shouldn't have bought it on Steam because I was like, oh man, this looks rad. And I remembered my computer's ass.
I mean, that you got a tax refund coming, big guy.
I'm using it for more important stuff.
I don't follow. You get
I don't
DS.
Know, so
you get
I don't know what
computer.
Biohazard is talking. I don't know what ATS is. Did I miss
American
something?
Truck Simulator.
Oh, American Truck Simulator. Okay. I was like, I don't know. I missed something that was going on.
Wake
Yeah, it
the
is a
heck
super
up.
chill. It is.
It's Attack of the Show.
It's simulator.
Yeah, you're getting Attack of the Show simulator.
Yeah, it's the best. You just throw on internet radio, you throw on a podcast or something, you just deliver things to people.
I mean, you can't top the playlist you chose.
I
was convinced that was in the game because I was like, this is a trucker playlist.
Yeah, that was a real radio station, so I will like it. It's actually curated radio from 101.3 FM, wherever that is. I don't know where I was getting it from or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, for those who weren't watching, I just found like a classic rock internet radio station and was just streaming because I was like, well, this is trucking music, and it was definitely trucking music.
I'm watching it and I'm like, this. I don't know if this is in game or not.
I can't believe they got the rights to all these songs.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that was good stuff.
What else? What else?
Sorry, I forgot we were in news of the week. I thought we were still talking about what I was playing. Also, Assassin's Creed Chronicles for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One.
I don't actually know what games come in that, but I know it's only $30.
Oh, okay. Chronicles, as in a bunch of games. I thought this was a new Assassin's Creed, and I can't believe.
No, it's all the Vita games, I think.
Is it the Vita ones? I thought there's 3 different stories, and it's $30, so it's $10 a story.
It's 1 second. Where's this list here? I just had it up. I know I'm not reading out loud, so it's very uninteresting, but I can't.
It's okay.
Yeah, I thought it was like all the Vita ones, but
I think one of them is the Vita one. I'm not sure. I didn't think there were 3 Vita ones though.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. It's China, India, and Russia.
Oh, those are the new ones that just came out on Steam, aren't they?
I don't know. Did they?
Okay, yeah.
It's a side-scrolling platformer.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so it's not really Assassin's Creed?
Well, hold on, Donnie. Let's not put the cart before the horse here. I'm sure it's Assassin's Creed. I'm sure it's the same 3 levels over and over.
Yeah.
So, let's not.
I heard one of them was good, and I don't remember which one it was. So you're at least getting one fun game in there.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably all... I mean, they're made by the same company, so I can't imagine that one's good and the other 2 are shitty.
But they're not part of, like, the core series. Okay.
Yep.
And finally, we have Dying Light, the following Enhanced Edition, which is just Dying Light plus all its DLC and all that fun stuff.
So it has the new DLC with it, which I've heard rumor is way larger than the original game. Like the amount of content in just the new DLC pack that's coming out.
Yeah, I just don't really care about.
See, I loved Dying Light. I thought
I'm sure it was fun. I just don't care about zombie games.
Does this edition come with a house?
Like,
no, it doesn't come with a house.
I really wish we could explore new horror tropes.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you on that.
I'm sure it was fun though. It looked very innovative.
Yeah, it was a really good game.
Innovative.
Yeah, so pretty calm week next week, unless you're huge into Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm.
I mean, those games are pretty
So-
solid.
I will freely admit I bought that game. I don't even know what type of game they are. Are they fighting games? Are they like
It's
beat
a
'em up?
combination fighting game, run around in a world to the next.
Yeah,
fight,
it's a more
to the next
it's
fight game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually the Ninja Storm games are pretty rad.
I
They're
would
pretty
say
solid.
out of my list of games that I've purchased on an impulse, that is easily like top 5. Why did I buy this? I don't really care about Naruto. I don't really care about fighting games. Steam just kept saying that they were like, you'll definitely like this. You will 100%.
It's because you bought Dragon Ball, and they were like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get him."
It has to be. They're like, you'll definitely like this. Don't worry. Like,
Yeah.
and I dismissed it every day. They were like, no, trust us. And I bought it just so they would leave me alone.
I definitely as much as I like Ninja Storm, I already know what the next anime fighting game I'm gonna get, so just gonna wait for that one.
Ninja Storm.
No, One Piece Burning Blood. Can't wait.
Oh.
This June-ish. I think?
Yeah, I think it's June.
Wait, you have time between now and June, Donnie.
Well,
Yeah.
he's got to save up for it.
I gotta save up for my patience for that.
What if we tax return, bro? You're getting like $1
no,
million,
I'm using my
right?
tax return on games.
You're getting like $1 million. It's
That's not
just
how that
infinite money.
Yeah, that's how tax returns work, actually.
works. That's how people think they work, and that is dangerous.
Okay, let's move on to news of the week because we got a
News
lot.
of the week.
God, I thought we could skip it because Donnie wasn't doing the beginning of it.
News.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna do it because I wasn't doing the beginning of it because someone stole it from me because he doesn't want something. Yeah, you know what?
News of the week.
Do your thing.
No, what do you have? Okay, I'm gonna go back to the cameras. What do you have to say, little kitty?
Kitty Mew Mew.
Because you don't want to do anything interesting or fun in this show.
Yeah, you do hate those things. I checked. I googled
Well,
it.
we're going back to non-interesting and non-fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Speaking of the division,
the Division beta was this weekend, and I played a good amount of it. I played some with Mr. Biohazard in the chat, which was a good time, except when he ditched me on the roof of a building and left me for dead.
don't blame him.
It's hard not to.
I
sometimes.
don't blame him at all. I would have done the exact same thing. You 100% deserved it.
So real quick, I had a lot of fun with it. I have some issues with it, but let's talk about just some like key points that I wrote down for it. The single player. So the world, for those of you who don't know, it's a 1-to-1 like replica of New York Midtown. So it's Midtown Manhattan, and it's very large. Now, like when you look at the map, it doesn't look that big, but you have to realize that you're walking everywhere. There are no vehicles. It's just you walking, and so Manhattan's pretty large. Would you agree?
I mean, I've walked across Manhattan.
I
so
have
it
too,
is-
and it takes
It
a
is
while.
large. It is large but doable.
Yeah,
that is how I would describe
It's
it.
large but doable, but it definitely takes some time to walk across.
Oh, it takes a couple hours.
Yeah. Other than that, though, the world, at least in the beta, this is all beta talk because that's all I've played. The world feels very empty. Like walking down the street is awesome. Everything looks really cool. But you don't get a sense that there's actually things in this world. There's random NPCs walking around. I'm gonna play the. I'm just gonna have the video playing in the background. There's random NPCs walking around that you can't really interact with. Some of them you can, and they're just there to be like, "Hey, do you have like a soda?" And you give them a soda, and they give you an item in return for it, and then they keep moving on.
It's so realistic. It's just like regular New York.
Yeah, but there's way more people in regular New York. There's also not a lot of enemies. There are special events in the game, and that's where the enemies are. But you're not like walking around like a normal MMO, and there's just like a rogue group of dudes hanging around like a trash can, and you're like, get them. Like it just feels like there's nothing in this world to do besides the specific points at which they put stuff to do in. The good part of that is missions are replayable. So in the beta, there was one story mission that they gave you.
So not only is there nothing to do, but the things there are to do, you just have to repeat.
Yeah, you just have to repeat ad
Perfect.
tedium.
Repeat forever.
So the missions are replayable, and you can set difficulties and stuff. What I like about the mission structure is it's super fluid with the world. Like, so the first mission you pick up, you walk across the street to this hospital. There's no, like, entering mission. There's no like transition. It's just you get to the door and boom, like you're starting that mission. You can, however, back up a bit and like you remember like in Tom Clancy games, like the Splinter Cell series, like
the Division.
Like text and stuff would just appear in the world.
Yeah.
It was very like prevalent in like Splinter Cell. Like,
Yep.
mission names and stuff would just like appear on walls or like on like just in the center of the street.
Yeah, it's like his favorite thing to do.
Yeah, they do that in this too. But you can walk up to that text and then you can enter like a matchmaking queue. Like you can try and find people to help you with a mission. You can invite.
Oh, there you go
friends.
in the video there, Chelsea.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
You can invite people to join.
Now, what part of New York is Chelsea? Because I don't remember that neighborhood.
Chelsea's Midtown Manhattan. Like,
Is
that's a real neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I wasn't sassing.
Yeah.
I was.
No.
Like,
That, yeah. It's where it should be.
Isn't Midtown Manhattan?
It's a borough.
Yeah, it's a
no,
borough.
Manhattan is a borough.
Silence.
Yeah, it's a borough of Manhattan.
All right. No,
yeah.
there's only 5 boroughs. Chelsea's not one of them.
No, Chelsea's
No.
in one of them. Chelsea's a small section in one of them.
Oh, so it's like 4 streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
F life.
Chelsea, what? Oh, not that
No, that's the other
What
one.
was I talking about? Yeah, so you can invite friends, you can join a matchmaking queue to get people to join your mission. You can set difficulty, so like you can raise it to like hard or I think there's actually one above that wasn't available in the beta, and that gives you the chance to gain like better loot drops. So I like the missions. I hope there's more to it than what I got in the beta. Because mainly the world. The world is just very like you can see it in here. Like it's just like this is a street and I'm running down it and here's some people, but I can't do anything with them. Moving on. Everyone's spooked too. Like so, the people I was talking about, if they come up to you and ask for a can of soda and you accidentally bump into them, they'll instantly just run away and like you can't interact with them anymore.
Perfect.
So don't do that.
Don't spook people.
There's also a lot of crafting in the game. So anything you pick up like ammo, armor, guns, you can. I'm trying to think of what term they use. Basically, you can deconstruct it to make like crafting materials out of. So like you can turn like armor into like fabric, so you can make other armor.
Weird.
It's a chance that happens. Like you can deconstruct something and have it give you nothing in return.
Ooh.
See, I kind of like that system because it kind of makes it so like you're really thinking about like, do I really want to like, should I sell this or should I deconstruct it? Because there's a risk reward to that. What were you gonna say, Donnie?
I'm hesitant on that. It sounds like a cool idea for a system. It does, but I know too many people who, especially in video games, are just resource hogs like crazy. My roommate, for one, when he plays a video game, he gets resources, and if he knows like they're important resources, he'll never get rid of them. So the chance you could lose out on it, he would never do that.
So like if you break it, like if a gray is not an important resource, like a gray like piece of armor,
Yeah,
like that's not an important piece of resource. So like you would deconstruct that
I guess.
I just don't like it because it seems
because
like
there's
just
a chance to fail.
it just seems like a cheap way to be like, well, you got to run more missions. It's very
Yep,
MMO.
It's very MMO.
Yeah, that is.
There doesn't seem to be a ton of crafting materials in the game. From what I got like electronic components, fabric, and I think metal. I don't know if
Metal
there's more
fabric.
beyond that, but that seems to be what there is right now. Loot drops randomly from enemies, very similar to like Diablo or a lot of people are comparing this to Borderlands. It drops very similar to that. You get it's a tiered system. You'll see greens. I think it's greens, blues, purples, and yellows. So it's similar to WoW structure.
I really wish that like, man, like why does every game need to be like, this is our system, these are the colors we're gonna use? Just everyone get together and agree. I'm begging you.
Yeah.
Just follow WoW colors, please.
I mean that's pretty much what they do. Like, there's white.
Except for yellows.
Yellows is legendary. Like it's like a yellow. It's
Oh,
like a
okay.
yellow, yeah.
So that's close to the orange, I guess.
Yeah,
Of WoW.
that's close
Yeah.
enough that I'll accept it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are definitely games where it's like purple is the best you can get, and
Yeah.
like blue is
Which,
the base.
I mean, it was for a while in WoW, because getting an orange used to be so difficult.
Yeah,
now they
getting an
just
orange
hand-
was impossible. Like 3 people on your server had one.
Now they just hand
now
it.
it's like 30 people on your server. I mean,
30 people in your clan.
Also in like we're just talking about single player right now. Also in single player, loot drops. Think of it as instant based. What drops is your loot. So if like you're in a party, whatever loot you see is yours. Your friends get different loot set. So you don't have to worry about stealing people's loot.
So it's like Destiny.
Yeah.
It seems that Kyle's wrong. Biohazard says orange is legendary in Division, not yellow.
Regged.
I thought it was yellow. Maybe it was just. Maybe it was
Looks
just
like someone won't be able to play all of the Witness because they're colorblind.
On that, I have heard that this game is not friendly to those with the red color blindness because of the grenades. There's a giant circle that goes around you in red. When a grenade's coming at you, you can see it on the screen right there. People have been saying like that colorblind people, they can't really see that circle, so they have no idea there's a grenade right next to them, and they just get wrecked all the time by grenades. You can also see on the screen right now how the loot works. Like you see that big green sphere that goes way into the sky. They do a really good job of telling you, yes, loot did drop.
Diablo.
Yeah, it's definitely Diablo.
I'm fine with that.
Loot
Grenade!
sphere.
Yeah, it's a weird shade of red to just be like, this is the red area.
Yeah.
Aside from enemy drops, there are loot crates in the world. These contain anything from crafting supplies, med packs, new guns, and armor. And
you don't know what's in the loot crate until you open it.
Yeah, certain crates.
But you have to pay $25 a month for it.
Certain crates have, I believe, Biohazard.
Well, certain crates are like Uber crates.
Yeah.
They're full of shit.
Yeah. But only 5 people.
Five people per month.
Biohazard will correct me if I'm wrong on this, but if I remember correctly, loot spawns in 2-hour intervals. So like a loot crate that you get like an electronic component out of, like it has a reset timer. In 2 hours, that crate will be active again.
I'm waiting for Biohazard to tell you you're wrong.
I believe that is accurate. Also,
you also believe Legendary was yellow.
Yeah, I mean, yellow's close to orange, so I don't know.
I mean, yeah, we did agree with it.
It is half of orange.
It is half of it.
Statistically speaking.
Also, what you're seeing now is the main hub. The point of the game is building your central hub. You're building different areas inside it. Like you build a medical ward, a security ward, and a tech ward.
Please don't beat Fallout.
You just sold me on this game.
Building each one of those
Oh.
wards earns you different perks and skills in that specific tree. So, like, if you go hard on security, like, you're gonna get a lot of the security perks and security abilities. Like, I believe there's turrets that you can summon down. I think that might be the tech tree. Security, I think, is all defense. Tech is fancy gadgets. And then medic is obviously healing.
Are those the only trees?
They go deeper than that. All the tree systems were unusable in the beta. They would let you take all you could do in the beta was the one medical mission. So all you got were 2 basic medic abilities.
Is the Division online all the time?
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
Okay, so it is
So you were talking about single player, but not really single player, or
yeah, it's like think of like Destiny single player, like you can.
So just playing by yourself, like
playing
not
by
in
yourself.
a party.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so it's like Destiny.
Yeah, it's
basically the exact same game as Destiny.
Yes, people are saying that this is the thing that's going to kill Destiny. That players are already bored of Destiny, and this is what everyone's going to be moving to because. From what I've played, it's definitely a better Destiny. So that's good.
Well, if I know anything about video games, it's that people don't care about the world of the game at all or any of that stuff. They only care about if the game seems similar. So
yes,
I think it's 100% accurate that Destiny's dead. Long live the Division.
Yep, that's the general consensus.
Destiny, the Taken King 2, taken again.
So yeah, like I think it has potential. There's a lot of single player issues I want them to fix, like maybe filling the world. Some people have been saying that there are roving gangs that were turned off for the beta. I don't understand the reasoning for wanting to turn those off in a beta that's... This game is very close to release. It's March 8th is the release date for. So turning off those features seems very weird to me, but it's definitely possible. Ubisoft does weird things.
They didn't want to like spook everyone.
Yeah, they just didn't want people to be spooked. There's also side missions available that are aside from the main story arc. So there's like main story missions, side missions, and then there's the encounters, which the encounters are random locations on the map that'll spawn where you'll do like a hostage situation. Like you show up, there's like 5 bad guys, and then they've got like 3 dudes locked in a room, and you have to kill all the bad guys, and then the game will tell you like, oh, you did a good job. Find the key to unlock the door to the hostages. The game doesn't really hide where the key is because it shows up immediately on your minimap. Like you can see exactly where it is. Everything shows up on your minimap. Like finding loot caches, as long as you're like relatively close to them, like I'd say within like 30 feet, it'll appear on your minimap. So finding like loot and stuff that they need you to find, you're gonna find it. It's there. Like they do everything to make that easy for you, almost to a fault in my opinion. Because like the hostage mission, like where they're like find the key, it's just like, oh okay, the giant yellow beam of light that's on my map. Okay, let me go. Let me hunt this down. But then you unlock the door, you have to let the hostages out, and you get a loot crate that will probably have better things than like a normal one you find just out in the world. There's also little mini missions where it's just go here for 1 minute and 30 seconds. So we're just going to keep spawning dudes in, survive that time. Or just go here and help these guys defend this like crate and then move on. Those seem to pop up randomly around the map. There's a job board inside your central hub where you can go to. You activate it, and it just auto-populates your map with a bunch of those missions. So, like, if you're ever like, I have nothing on my map to do, go back to your hub, and it'll populate a bunch of random stuff for you. That's how it worked in the beta, at least. Yeah, Biohazard's right. There is rumor of an open beta coming up for everybody, and hopefully a lot of these systems are in place when the open beta starts. Because there really wasn't a lot you can do outside of just the basic combat. Like, you couldn't go down you could see your perks, but you couldn't... The whole menu was grayed out, so you could just see them. You couldn't mouse over them and learn what they were. Crafting was completely disabled.
Looks like the open beta will be from February 16th to February 21st.
Okay, that's not bad.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's not bad at all.
Chickadee, check that out then.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Worst Heroes, it did have a Hellgate London feeling in the sense that part of me was really optimistic that this game would be just as bad as Hellgate London.
in the sense that I only played it for one day.
Yeah. That was...
Hellgate London, a game everyone wanted and then nobody played.
It had a very Hellgate London feeling since I only played it for one day. And then moved on with the rest of my life.
I remember so much hype for Hellgate London, and then when it came out, I heard nothing about it. And so when that team went to make another game, and I heard someone's like, "Oh, there's a game being made by like ex-Diablo people," and I was like, "Oh man, Hellgate London's finally coming out." Someone's like, "No, that's like 5 years old." I was like, "Oh, I had no idea."
Hellgate London was one of the worst betas I've ever been a part of, and then the game was just like, we're still a mess. You're an engineer?
You know what? Can we not talk about Hellgate London? That game is so...
Can we just change ourselves to a Hellgate London podcast?
We just talk about what could have been.
Yeah. That game was, like, amazing. And then it was just like, never mind.
What was the one made by a similar team or the same team that came out a bit after that was actually pretty good?
Marvel Heroes?
No.
Damn it.
No. Is that what you're thinking of? Maybe by the guy that made Diablo 2, yeah. Dave Brevik.
There was I don't know. There was another game that again, whenever people talked about it, I thought it was Hellgate London 2, but it was actually did successful.
Well, then it was nothing.
It definitely
like
wasn't Hellgate London.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's move on. So that's the single player. I think it could be good. I just want that world filled up. That's really all I can ask for the single player. I liked everything else in it. Just put stuff in that world to keep me there. And I guess we could talk about the graphics. The day and night cycles are actually really good. And there was a point when me and Biohazard were playing where it started snowing, like, really hard. and just the way the lighting and the snow, like your visibility goes down to shit, to the point where we were going down an alley and there was all these little fences, like for like people's, like, not yards, but you know how like New York has those alleys where people have that like little square area.
Yeah, like mud.
That's their squared fence area where they put like their trash cans and shit.
Yeah.
We were just running through an alley and we couldn't see anything. It was just snow just blinding us. And then like two dudes just jumped out of one of those areas and just mauled us. Like we both went down, we got killed. And even though we died, like that part was awesome. Like that makes you so you have to stay on your toes because like we couldn't see anything. And it was really cool, like the way the light reflects off the snow and everything. Even your characters, like I noticed while Biohazard was going through his menus, like snow builds up on your like jackets and shit. Like you can see the actual snow like staying on your coats and stuff.
That's cool.
So that was really cool. Let's go to the Dark Zone. The Dark Zone is a PvP area. It's in the dead center of the map. It's a PvE PvP zone.
What?
So what that means is you go into the Dark Zone, and you go in either as a team or as a solo, just lone wolf, and other players are in the world, and they're all non-hostile. So the way I describe it is they're all non-hostile until they're hostile. Anybody can shoot anybody. Anybody can kill anybody. No one is safe. But the point of it is to kill PvE AI to get loot. And the loot is all contaminated. So you can't use it. So you pick up all this really dope...
What the fuck?
So you pick up all this really dope contaminated loot, and then you have to extract it to get it cleaned. So you have to get to these extraction points where you shoot up a flare, and then in a minute and 30 seconds, a helicopter appears and drops a rope. You attach the loot you got from these characters, and then it takes it away and it puts it in your stash back in your home base. So now you have that loot, and it's cleaned, and you can use it.
All while not dying.
Yes, all while not dying. What happens is players can wait at the extraction points and be like, here comes a dude like just jangling with loot, let's kill him.
Yeah, I mean that's a very good advertisement for reasons I would not play that mode.
So
you just get camped and they kill you.
Well, so
it's awesome.
Here's the anti-camp system they put in place. Killing any player puts you into rogue status. Rogue status instantly puts a bounty on your head where any other player now can kill you without going rogue. So, like, they're kind of playing sheriff at this point, cleaning up the streets. So, like, if I shoot you, I'll go rogue. But now everyone on the Dark Zone in that area is now hunting me because I've gone rogue.
Yeah, I feel like I'm still going to get camped.
It definitely is possible. How the rogue system works is if I kill you, I think it's a 90-second timer appears above my head, and I have 90 seconds to escape being hunted. If I shoot another player during this time, the timer goes up, my bounty goes up. Let's say I'm just like scoped down a rifle with my sniper rifle, and you walk in front of me, and I hit you but don't kill you. I still go rogue because I did enough damage to you as a player, but my timer is going to be a lot shorter since I didn't kill you. Like,
okay.
So, like, if I accidentally shoot you in the back and it does enough damage, I'll get, like, a 12-second timer, and you could turn around and be like, oh, you're a rogue, and pop me in the face and take my loot.
Yeah. I mean, that does sound like something to do.
Biohazard is the policeman, and he's hunting down
me
rogue
and Biohazard
players.
tried to clean up the streets, and then he waited at the bottom of a parking garage and let me die.
Sounds like you deserved it, from what I heard.
You didn't get to the drop zone.
Well, so what happened? Let's tell the tale. What happened was I went to the top of a parking garage with there were a bunch of rogues up there, and one of them wasn't facing me, and he was pointing his gun at another guy, saying, "Don't kill me. I'm almost out of rogue status." So he didn't know I was there, so I killed him. And then their whole team started attacking us, and it didn't go well.
It sounds like you deserve it.
I mean, it's possible.
Sounds like you're a bad cop. You're a dirty cop.
Dirty cop.
I love the Dark Zone. I wish there was more things. So right now on PC, the Dark Zone is unplayable. You shouldn't go into it. All your character settings and everything are all client side. So people are just like infinite health, infinite ammo,
Sweet.
movement
Thanks.
speed 200%. And that's all client side, and there's nothing to protect you in it right now. The rumor is that it's just because it's the beta, but
I mean,
The rumor
they're
is
all client side, so I don't see them being
the
like,
fact that that's like a rumor and not like Ubisoft has said already means that this
yeah,
is
them
not going to
making
bode
it
well.
client side and then switching it after the beta doesn't seem like something that was planned. That
Yeah.
seems like something that they're like, oh, we have to fix that. We didn't think that through. Which makes sense, because this is the first time Ubisoft's ever made a game like this. So I can see them making that boo-boo. But
I mean,
I in no way do I feel like it was planned. Like, let's release it client side.
I don't know, man. I
don't
find
either.
that hard.
Yeah.
I find that hard to just like let slide.
Yeah, right now,
Like,
I
oops,
would,
we made a multiplayer game where you can just put on invincibility. My bad.
unless that's fixed in the next beta, I am not buying this on PC. I will be getting the PS4 copy.
God.
Because I'm definitely sold on the game, and I really want it on PC. But I won't get it if that client side stuff is still in the game. If there's just like, oh, just mass cheaters in the one zone I care about, because I love PvP. But that's basically Division in a nutshell.
In a 30-minute nutshell.
In a 30-minute nutshell, yeah, we went. I knew I was going to go long on Division. Biohazard saying they're going to fix it. You have no. People said that
source
about
on
Assassin's Creed Unity. Okay. Yeah, they're going to
People said a lot about Assassin's Creed Unity. None of it was good.
Saying Ubisoft will fix it is like saying Bethesda will fix it.
No one says Bethesda will fix it. That's the thing.
That's actually true. And that puts us into a good segue into our next news topic.
It does. So, Bethesda E3 Showcase. Last week, we talked about EA dropping out of the E3 for the first time since E3 opened its doors. This week, we're going to discuss Bethesda returning to E3 for the second time in a row. So, Sunday, June 12th at 7 p.m. Pacific Time, Bethesda will host its second E3 press event, and we at Frameloss do not know what the hell they plan on showing. Last year made sense since they spent like 45 minutes just on Fallout 4 and Fallout Shelter, but with all their major games out right now, it seems odd that they would return again. So that must mean they have something planned.
Yeah, like, what do you think it could... Like, I'm at a loss for what I think it could be.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure
Fallout
Doom...
4 bug fixes. That's a big enough deal to have
a whole press
showcase.
conference on just...
I mean, I
bug
guess
People
There's
lose
the
their minds.
possibility
People
Like,
be
that
like, what?
Doom will be out before E3.
I guess it's the possibility that it's the next Skyrim, but
You mean Elder Scrolls?
I mean, next
Yeah,
Elder
Elder
Scrolls.
Scrolls.
But
I mean, that's a
Maybe
bold...
it's a new IP. What if it's a new IP?
Possibly.
That'd
I
be
mean, it could be a new
interesting.
Wolfenstein.
That's
with
not
this-
a new IP.
It's not a new IP. I'm just saying. I'm just spitfiring games.
Yeah.
It could be a new
That's right.
Wolfenstein because they'll use the same engine, so they could poop out another one of those games.
just poop it on out.
Maybe Prey 2 actually exists and they're gonna make it. I don't know.
Well,
It seemed weird to me that they're coming back because I figured last year was a one shot just because of how big they made the Fallout 4 announcement.
Well, now that EA is out, someone needs to fill that hole.
Well, so they're not
Sure.
filling it though. They're taking their same spot from last year in Sunday, so no one has filled EA's spot yet. So there's still a big gap. Not rumor, like no one's rumored it yet, but there's speculation that one of the other big publishers, and the only one I can think of that would even be close to being able to fill a press conference like that is Activision. Like Activision might step in and claim EA's spot because the ESA controls who has those spots.
Okay.
And so there's a time slot that's just not there. That if they don't fill, then the ESA is essentially like not making money off that time slot.
Yeah.
And since Bethesda's doing it the same day they did last year, the Sunday before E3, with EA coincidentally, because EA is also that Sunday. Then there's still that open time slot, so it's interesting.
Well, yeah, we'll see. We still have a little ways to go.
Yeah, we
so-
definitely still have a ways to go. I'm just surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised they're going for a second year after they already blew their load with Fallout.
Gross.
Maybe Konami will.
They just wheel out a ton of pachinko machines.
I like it. I like it so much. I laughed once more.
That's what I gotta say to that.
Yeah. What you got for us, CJ?
So, I don't know. Do you want to just do the trailer first? Just blast them in the face with the trailer?
Just blast.
I was going to say we should talk over the trailer because I already set it to the volumes like super low.
All right. Well,
we can just talk about it while it plays.
Don't have that much to talk about.
Well, so it's Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Don't spoil it, dude.
Dude, why are you doing CJ's spot? You already talked for half an hour about the Division.
Well, we were just letting it be quiet. I was like, someone's got to say something.
No.
CJ was singing.
Yeah, I was doing the whole Star Wars thing.
Okay, we'll continue.
No, it's way too late now. Spoilers.
For a Lego game,
unprofessional.
For a Lego game, I'm going to say this trailer is the best looking. I know this isn't in-game footage.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like the Lego movie.
For cutscenes, this is the best the Lego game has ever looked. Yeah, I think this looks better than the Lego movie.
No, I mean, the Lego movie looked real. You can't get better than that.
Yeah, the Lego movie.
But this looks real also. Like, it looks like actual just Legos.
Yeah.
So, I am... It's funny, like 2 days before... Or the day before this leaked, which was like 2 or 3 days ago, I was trying to figure out what the next... Or I was trying to find any information on what the next Lego game was going to be, because I was so disappointed with Lego Marvel's Avengers. I was like, okay, when's the next one? Like, let's just get this over with. And there was nothing. And I was like, man, it's really not like them to just have nothing planned.
Yeah.
And then the next day, literally, bam, Star Wars Force Awakens, Lego. So,
we should have expected this.
It happened, and I was like, I should have known.
Available on every single thing there is.
Yeah.
I mean, with how big Lego Star Wars is and how big The Force Awakens is, like, come on.
Yeah. From what I know, it will be... What I've heard from my inside sources is that it will be a very... so, comparing it to the other Lego games, like probably literally every other Lego game, it's one movie. It's not multiple movies. It's not multiple
That's what gets me on this one.
It's just The Force Awakens. But what I was told is that it's going to be very in-depth. It's going to be a full Lego game. So I would expect, instead of the usual, shortening the plot into like covering 30 minutes of stuff in a cutscene so you can get to the next action area, you probably play through the whole movie. Like, you probably play through almost every scene.
I mean, that'll be intense.
Yeah, and there is enough action in that movie to do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
I hope you're right, because
this is just what I was told. This is what I was told.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
it's our prediction.
I hope your sources are correct, because for a single movie Lego game, $60 is hard to swallow.
I mean, so you have to let go of the fact that it's a single movie, because that does. I mean, like Lego Marvel's Avengers was like 4 movies.
Yeah,
and that was not good.
Right, but
it's not.
Right, but have they done a single movie before?
The Hobbit.
I guess The Hobbit. Yeah.
I thought The Hobbit had multiple in it.
No, you're thinking of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings.
Oh no, The Hobbit was 3 movies.
Yeah.
No, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Lego The Hobbit is the first 2 Hobbit movies, and then that's it.
Well, that's all you need.
So it's just like how I saw the Hobbit movies. I never saw the third.
Yep. It was extremely unsatisfying. I was very upset when I found that out. I thought they were going to do the third one as like DLC or something. I was like, that makes sense. And I guess they were planning on doing it, and then they just canceled it and like moved on with their lives. They're like, "Hey, you doing this?" And they're like, "No."
Yeah, I maybe it's just because I played Marvel Avengers and I was like, this game is pretty bad, that now I'm worried about now I'm worried that if you took one movie out of the Marvel Avengers game and made me pay $60 for it, I'd be like, you go to hell.
No,
yeah, but this is a Lego Star Wars, which is tried and true.
So I have been playing Lego Dimensions, which came out this year as well, and it's like light years ahead of Lego Marvel's Avengers.
Okay.
That game was just...
Okay.
I don't know what happened with it. I don't know what the deal was. It just... didn't work out.
Yeah.
So
Okay. I'm excited for it. I just have my concerns with it.
yep, I think it's gonna be cool.
Well,
Even if it's not
hopefully-
amazing. I think as the first game on their new engine, I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that is true.
Pretty-
It is a new engine.
It looks amazing. It looks like real Legos, which is great. So
Okay.
I'm hyped.
Okay.
Like,
So question, Dr. Monkey. You love Counter-Strike, right?
Fact.
Fact.
Sure.
Fact. You hate hackers, correct?
Yeah, definitely.
You especially hate hackers in Counter-Strike. Like, that's your
Speed
biggest pet
hacks are
peeve.
dumb.
Of all your pet peeves, hacking in Counter-Strike is definitely your number one. I've seen you throw, like, a shoe at hackers.
Yeah.
I've seen you throw
think
like huge temper tantrums, just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
crying
I think I
and-
hit Lee with a shoe once.
stomping.
Well, this news is for you. Reddit user
Good.
Android L has also been tired of all the hackers and cheaters in the world of Counter-Strike Global Offensive. So much
Oh
so,
man, I care about Reddit users.
so much so that he went and created 2 very clever anti-hacks for the community. So
no,
what
he created hacks.
he
they
did,
did
okay,
what
he
they-
did. They did what they intended. Well, one of them did what
They did what
intended
they
to
said
do.
they do,
One of them did. One of them did not.
but they thought it'd be like it was, but it ain't.
So what happened was he created 2 hacks and released them on a public free hack forum. The first of which were downloaded by, I think it was 1K users, and that had a timer. So the hack worked as intended, like as he commercially said. But then at a certain timer, I think he said 10 p.m. server time, the hack would instantly trigger a bunch of things that would get users VAC banned. So anyone who had downloaded this hack and was using it when the timer went off or after the timer went off instantly got VAC banned.
Nice.
The second hack he created with over 3.5k downloads just instantly VAC banned you as soon as you opened the hack and joined a game. That one, it wasn't fooling around. It was just the second you use it, just instant banned.
I kind of like the other one because people are like, yeah, this hack is working. Yeah, and then you're just banned.
Yep. He has also
like that.
cataloged all the salty messages and forum posts on the hack. To me, this man is doing a hero's work, and Marvel should contact him, make a movie, comic series off of him. They can call it the Salt Shaker. I don't care. I thought this was hilarious. The more things to take out hackers, like the more creative you get, the best. What do you think about it from CJ?
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Trying to formulate my thoughts in a correct way. I think it's hilarious. I wish that there was a even more efficient way to do it, because people who cheat in online games are literally the worst type of people to play with.
If you go on our Counter-Strike right now, it's probably still the number one posted thing on there. This guy couldn't be loved more than the Counter-Strike community right now. He's been gilded Reddit Gold, I think, like 16 times now.
My only issue is that getting VAC banned... So, VAC bans on Steam are kind of like a joke, because they have no incentive to actually keep people legit banned, because then they don't make money. So,
well, if you're banned from a specific game, you're like, if you get untrusted, which is what this hack did, like, you can't play that game anymore.
Right, until you make a new account.
Right.
Yeah.
Some of the people in the thread were like being like, I just opened a new account and I'm already banned again. Like, what the shit?
Yeah, but
Stop using the hack.
It's just one of those things where it's like, I just wish that Steam could hold up their side of this.
I mean, Steam doesn't care because they're buying more copies of the game.
I know, that's what I was saying. Like,
Yeah.
they have no incentive to actually keep them banned.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's the worst part.
I mean, that would be super hard to track, though. Like, I mean,
these people hack the game. They get crazy good scores. They get the best loot because of it. Like, they sell it. They make their money. So there's no... To them, it's like a bump in the road to buy another one. So that's why it ultimately ends up just being like...
yeah.
Because it's just pushing the problem away. It doesn't fix it. Just moves it down the road a little bit.
Yeah, but it's still hilarious.
It is hilarious.
It's doing the Lord's work. Android L, We salute you. You're a true friend of Frameloss.
So, we have some new details on the Hitman beta. It was recently announced that Hitman would be going episodic a couple months back.
This trend needs to stop, by the way.
We can talk. Well, we don't have enough time to talk.
I know.
So that was Kyle's statement's redacted by me. We'll address it later, but he didn't say it as far as I'm concerned right now. So it'll release for $15. When that happens, you get the prologue chapter and you get Paris. So chapter 1, chapter 0, chapter 1. Additional locations will cost $10 each. If you want the full game, you can buy the whole game at once, which is a full year's worth of content for $60. And a disc-based version will ship at the end of 2016. So hopefully you kept up with me, gamer guy. Prior to this announcement, IO Interactive planned to launch Hitman on March 11th with 3 locations: Paris, France, and Sapienza, Italy. Paris, France, Sapienza, Italy, and Marrakesh, Morocco. 800 targets, 6 campaign missions, which is like a shit ton of targets for 6 missions.
Yeah, that's...
unless one of the missions is like set off a bomb.
Blow up 600 targets.
Take out this airport.
Knowing Hitman? Yes.
Yeah. The new plan looks more like what IO Interactive planned to do from the get-go. Release Hitman with a limited amount of content on day 1 and continually add and update it. So the beta will be available first on the PS4 starting February 12th, so a couple weeks. And you can guarantee your access to that right now by pre-ordering either the full experience or the intro pack on the PlayStation Store.
This game has had one of the most confusing...
Extremely convoluted, yes.
Yeah, maybe Deus Ex has been more confusing, but this
no,
because
they didn't release episodic.
But I guess what they're doing is semi good, because I wasn't going to buy this game, but now for $15, I want to buy it and just see what the hubbub's about. For $15, if that's the cost of entry to be let's see the new Hitman, then yeah, I'm in, even if it's just one mission.
Yeah.
I'll take a peek at it for $15. So I guess that's good for them. It's just so weird that they keep changing how this game is being released over and over again.
I think they just never really figured out how they wanted to do it until now.
Yeah. Hitman's weird.
Hitman is weird.
And I like some Hitman games, but Hitman's weird.
I've never been huge into the series, and that's why I was I'm not going to buy this new one day 1. But $15.
Oh, no, I've never bought a Hitman day 1. I buy them on Steam sales when I'm Hitman.
But $15, who can beat a sale?
I mean, I'll wait till it's $3 on Steam.
I'm gonna wait until the full game is $15.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna wait till it's $3 on Steam in 6 years.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm in no rush. Moving on. So, more Rocket League news, because someone asked for it. Was it me? No. But everyone else.
You're the only one on the planet who hates this game, Donnie.
I don't hate this game. I just think this game is stupid, and I hate this game. So, Rocket League is getting a new playlist called Rocket Labs that lets players try out new maps. So the first 3 new maps available on the playlist will feature wildly different layouts from what has been seen in the past. It'll be included in the upcoming February update and will let players try out prototype arena layouts, which, according to the developer, will sport a virtual reality-inspired aesthetic. Not sure what that means. It sounds kind of interesting.
What it means is they're gonna look like they're test levels. They're not gonna be fully.
I thought it meant Tron.
Yeah, well that's they're gonna look like they're made for a test environment, not a fully fleshed out It's not gonna look like one of the arenas now. It's not gonna have its full skin palette.
Tron.
It's gonna look like you're playing a test
Tron.
map. This
is
just
Tron.
Yeah.
Just say Tron.
We have a word for it.
I mean, they could say Lawnmower Man too.
Max Headroom.
Tron.
Yeah.
The first levels you'll be able to try include Utopia Retro, which calls back to a circular map from their previous game, Underpass, which features varied elevations for more aerial action, and Double Goal, which features 2 separate openings for each team's goals. That's interesting. more ways for Kyle to flub. So Psyonix plans to release maps as they're created, but there's no set schedule for when new ones will be made available. Just like the Wasteland and Snowdance maps, the Rocket Lab levels won't be immediately available in competitive playlists.
Yeah, to me, the Rocket Lab seems like a testing ground for just new maps. Like they're just throwing them in there and seeing what sticks, which I think is cool. And that's a good way to do it, because if the community hates the map, like, you can stop working on it.
Yeah.
So I'm all for that.
I like it.
They also are adding Wasteland to the competitive rotation in this update, which I think is weird, because they don't have any maps that aren't a standard size in the rotation.
Well, they do now.
Yeah, they will. Well, they don't yet.
But they do now. With Wasteland.
But it's not in there yet.
Right, okay. You know what I mean.
But yeah, it's just more Rocket League content that Studio still keeps delivering, and I'm happy.
Killing it. They're number one studio NA.
They are milking this and doing a very good job with milking it.
I mean, it's free. So
yeah, all this that we just mentioned is free. So.
Oh yeah, no. I didn't mean milking. I meant milking. It keeps the game alive and keeps more players getting the game when they hear like, oh, it's got a bunch of content.
I don't think
It's
milking it is what you meant.
You meant feeding it.
No.
Milking it
would imply they're doing. Yeah, they're doing nothing to like support it.
Yeah, milking is they're draining.
No, that's not what I see as milking it.
Well, that's what it means.
No, milking it is just doing it for all it's worth and like keeping it going.
I think doing it for all it's worth, yes, milking. Keeping it going is not milking it. Because they're not putting things in that are like just dumb. Like
whatever.
You gotta feed something so it produces milk, Kyle.
Whatever.
Milk just doesn't come out of nowhere.
Dude, milk is free.
Generally, the connotation of milk it for all it's worth comes at the end of
a
life cycle. It's like, wow, you're really gonna milk this thing for all it's worth, huh?
Yeah, milking it is usually a negative thing.
But I get what you're saying. It's,
Yeah.
You could be like, wow, you're fucking stupid, and be like, but I meant it like in a nice way. It's like, yeah, but that doesn't usually mean nice stuff.
I did though. I don't get your issue.
Well,
stupid idiot. I say that lovingly.
I mean that nice way.
Yeah.
Poor stupid delusional dog.
Well, that's our show this week. We're a little over, which isn't too uncommon. We're milking this episode.
Someone definitely called that. No, milking it is if we were producing content, Kyle.
No, opposite.
No, milking for all its worth. Whatever, guys. You guys don't know anything about milk.
God damn it.
Well, I can only drink fat-free milk. So.
Tomorrow.
That explains a lot of your definition.
Tomorrow, I am going to be playing Rebel Galaxy. Going to be continuing Chapter 3 of my journey. So that'll be fun. I'm going to be only doing an hour of that because I have another game I need to play. That's more important right now. This weekend, hopefully, the plan is from CJ will be playing Firewatch.
I will be playing it. Whether or not it is streamed.
If he cannot stream it, I will stream it.
You'll stream me playing it.
God, that sucks so hard. Firewatch will be streamed this weekend on this channel, come hell or high water. So please tune into that because I'm really excited to show that game off and talk to you about it. I really hope CJ can stream it because I want to be in the chat with him while he experiences stuff for the first time.
I got good feelings.
Yeah, and he's hooked on those feelings. So yeah, that's our show for tonight. Tune in tomorrow for Rebel Galaxy. Donnie, say your goodbyes.
Thanks everyone for stopping by. The best thing you can do is tell your friends, tell your family, tell your loved ones. Just tell about everybody. Tell them where we are, when we are, what we are. It really helps us help spread it around and get new people interested in us, and we really appreciated it.
From CJ.
Make sure you guys hit the heart right down there below me. That'll follow us on Twitch to let you know each and every time we go live, including if I go live 5 times in a row with 20-second videos while I'm trying to stream. Also, make sure you guys follow us on all our social platforms. We have a YouTube, we have a Facebook, we have a Twitter. If you follow us there, you'll be part of all our sweet giveaways, contests. We don't really talk about them here. They're social media exclusives. So make sure you guys are following us there to make sure you're getting the full Frameloss experience. Also, head on over to frameloss.com for the latest news, thoughts, reviews, updates from the gaming world. We've been getting much better with putting stuff out. By we, I mean Kyle.
Speaking of that, which is topical, I just posted a new Firewatch article on the site.
I just posted.
Well, I wrote it. You published it.
Yeah.
There is a button down there now. It's right down there. I put a button there, and you can click it, and it'll take you there.
Right to our website.
Like I told Biohazard I would do, and he didn't believe me.
Also, finally, make sure you guys are heading on over to patreon.com/Frameloss. Over there, you can donate. We've updated it. We've renovated it. We're still working on backer rewards and stuff, but we have updated things a little bit. So head on over there, check it out, see if any of those appeal to you. Every little bit helps. We put all the money we get through our Patreon back into the show to make it as good as we can for you guys. We like doing the show. We want it to be awesome. We want it to be as good as possible for you guys. So any money you can donate, even like $1 a month, every little bit helps. It all ends up making the show even better than it was last time, usually. So feel free to head on over there and drop us a line, 2 inches at frameloss.com from cj@frameloss.com. If you have any comments, thoughts, leave it on the website, leave it here. Tons of ways to communicate with us. Do that. We love hearing from you guys. You guys are the best. We love our fans. That's it.
Yeah. Tune in tomorrow for Rebel Galaxy at 8 p.m. EST. I am 2 inches. Good night.
Good night. Good game.
Meow meow.